Hello, I'm FastAnne, a Rainbow Six Siege Twitch streamer, and today I'm gonna give you a full guide on the new season North Star. I'll show you the new operator, the reworked map Favela, and I'll show you other new changes such as how Bulletholes work, new ways to train your aim, and other changes involving operators. First off, I'm taking you through the new operator's loadout. The new defender's name is Thunderbird, a 1 health, 3 speed operator, and she can place down 3 devices called Kóna Stations. They'll give an HP boost, or it can revive a downed operator in proximity. She can bring either Finka's spear or Kavira's Spas 15 shotgun. Both guns only come with 1-time scopes. As a secondary gun, she can bring the Bearing 9 or the Q929. For a gadget, she can pick either impact grenades or a nitro cell. More about her gadget later, because first I'll show you the reworked map Favela. As you get to the market, the first thing you'll notice is that the stairs to the building are gone. You can't enter from here anymore. The map might seem a bit confusing at first, but after running around on it for a little while, it'll start to make sense. Next to these trash stairs, we walk into a green football and green apartment. It's connected to a small bathroom and a yellow hallway. From yellow hallway, we can walk to pink apartment, with a little kitchen part and a blue apartment. This means that the first floor is color-coded, and it can help a lot to get familiar with the map. Also, the radio in Pink Kitchen has a really good song. It's probably one of my favorites. We can move on to Pink Solarium and then into Laundry Hall, which brings us back to the trash stairs. Basically, the first floor is a circle with some rooms in the middle. The trash stairs has a really cool feature as well. You can walk down the stairs or you can jump down here. On the middle floor, we have a storage, which connects to a red corridor. This has a staircase that leads up to the roof of the building. Red corridor also connects to the top of yellow stairs, or mezzanine stairs. Further on, we move to bunks, which is a small office as well. Next to that, we find the coin farm and a room with a very cool name. It's called the Hacker Den. If we go back to the trash stairs, we can go up to the 3rd floor. There we find electrical and another door to the roof. And the outside of Favela is now one big circle that connects to other paths. You can get all around the building from there. One thing we do notice about the roof is that there is no longer a hatch that you can drop from to get inside the building. Back to Thunderbird and her Kóna Station. She has 3 of these, and if she puts them down, they can provide unlimited health boosts to defenders and attackers. After shooting the boost, the station takes 30 seconds to recharge. You can speed this up by picking the gadget up and placing it back down again. It can give you a health boost, which will deteriorate after time. If you're not full HP, the boost will stay, just similar to a dock stim. You can only overheal yourself once using the Kóna Station. You have to wait until the health has deteriorated before you can get another boost. It can also revive both defenders and attackers. If you're downed and you're in the proximity of the Kóna Station, you can press a button to revive yourself. It'll always give the boost to the lowest HP operator in its proximity. The Kóna system needs to be in your line of sight, which means that it won't always work in certain situations. If you place it on the other side of a drone hole, you need to go prone to be in the line of sight of the device and receive the HP boost. It won't work through the floor, as the device won't be able to look up to give you the boost. We tested this on the highest part of Favela, but it's not high enough. The device can't just look up, it won't give you the boost if you look through the floor in that way. It won't work through a single melee hole, but if you make about 4 melee holes, it should create the line of sight to give the boost. It does also work for Oryx if he hangs on a hatch in the proximity of the Kóna Station. The Kóna Station isn't fireproof, so be careful when placing your Goyo shields around Kóna Stations.
Nah, it's not fireproof.
If you're using IQ's scanner, you can spot the Kóna Station. You can zap the Kóna Station by using Zero's Argus launcher or Twitch's shock drone. This new gadget requires you to think about where you'll place it, because as said before, attackers can also receive health boosts or get revived. It's a smart idea to place them around pivotal parts of your defense, such as in the elbow of Blue Bunker defense on Oregon.
I'll tell you what.
You can also make a separate room around the objective and call it your hospital.
Welcome to Keeney's Hospital, where you will die because he has no medical training whatsoever.
Hospital wins again. It's just nice to have them all centered, I think.
I personally like the new operator and I Gadget. It's a new addition and it's certainly not a set and forget ability. If you've noticed the health on the gameplay in this video, it's also reworked that operators with more armor or health now have more HP. This means that you can have people running around with about 150 HP. If you combine Doc, Rook's armor, a Kóna Station, and a 3 health operator, the HP cap would be 185. Of course, this will deteriorate over time as it's including some overhealing. We also tested some other changes on the test server, such as the rework of Melusi's Banshee. If you place down the Banshee, it'll be closed, so you cannot knife it. As soon as an attacker steps into the radius of the Banshee, it'll open up and then it's no longer bulletproof. I really like this change because it's way easier to deal with fairly annoying Banshees. It makes it a lot easier for attackers to push a certain area. Another change in this test server is the destruction of Mira's windows and Maestro's evil eyes. If you melee a Mira window from either side, the glass will break, blocking the vision entirely. This means that attackers can be safer on the other side of a Mira window. If you're defending and you've lost control over sight, you can also melee the Mira window so the attackers can't use it to their advantage. The same goes for Maestro's evil eye. If you melee the glass, it'll break. So with a closed evil eye, you can no longer see what's in front of it. However, you can still open the evil eye and zap people or spot people on the other side. But opening it will make it vulnerable to bullets. The same change goes for bulletproof cameras. If you melee them, they will no longer break, but the glass on the cameras will break. You can no longer see through the camera. The only way to break the camera is to shoot it from the sides. A new change to bulletproof cams is also that you can now EMP zap gadgets with it, such as drones. The EMP zaps take 10 seconds to recharge and you have an infinite amount. Another change, which will change competitive a lot, is that smoke canisters no longer clip through walls. The looks of a smoke canister also changed, so it's more clear how the smoke canister will spread over time. Finka's gadget also has a rework. If you receive a health boost by Finka and you run on full HP, the boost will make sure you keep the HP received. An overheal will still deteriorate over time. This means that you could fully heal someone back up by using Finka's adrenaline boost or even additional Kóna Station HP boosts. If any attacker drops the diffuser, it won't automatically be picked up by someone else that walks over the diffuser. You now need to press the button if you're in the proximity of the diffuser. This can also be done without even looking at the diffuser. In the matchmaking preference settings, we also found a new thing called headshot-only training grounds. This means that any terrorist will no longer die from body shots, only from headshots. I really like this addition, as it's a good way to train your aim and to make sure you can keep on clicking those heads. Bullet holes have also been reworked, or we should maybe say removed. If you shoot a bullet through a wall, it'll no longer create a line of sight. You need multiple bullets and the wall will break slightly, so you cannot hold a sneaky bullet hole anymore. You can see the holes on the other side of the wall, but they won't create a line of sight anymore. We also tested the new drone after death system, so you can move your drones as an attacker after you die, or you can control your evil eyes, yokai drones, and multi-capture drones, etc. as a defender. However, drones from a dead attacker have these cute antennas on them, and you can wiggle them as you move them back and forth. I'm curious how this will get implemented into the main build, because as a defender or an attacker in a 1v1, you're circled with drones and gadgets all around you, giving your location away. As shown before, the user interface also received a rework. I really like the new scoreboard with the addition of how a round ended. As you can see here, it shows that the round either ended by kills or objective, perhaps also by time, but that didn't happen in this game. Obviously, playing with all these awesome other content creators leads to some funny moments as well. That's actually a really good one, yeah?
Yeah! Oh yeah, we're vibing.
Fuck your music.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, dude, replay buffer. It's the best.
I would like to thank Ubisoft for giving me the opportunity to play the new season early. I really enjoyed testing out all the new things. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and then I'll see you in the next one.